Okay, Blue Jays, this is Mr. Teague, and this episode is going to be about dividing fractions, and we use a process called keep, change, flip to do the dividing of the fractions. Today's March the 30th, 2023, and that's going to be the lesson today. But before we do that, I want to give you an update on our Mathia Workspace Challenge. So I'm going to, let me see, let's go up like this. Yep, there we go. Okay, so hey guys, here we go. I'm going to give you an update. I ran this report at about 5:30 today. And so for period 2, my number 1 first place winner is Kevin Garcia. He has 9 workspaces. For period 3, we have Natalie Rodriguez. She has 12. For period 4, we have Carmelo Mendez with 10 workspaces. We have period 5, we have Jody Reeder with 10 workspaces. And period 6, I have a tie with 2 different people. That's Daniela Salinas with 6 and Jose Rodriguez with 6. So right now it looks like first place is Natalie Rodriguez, period 3 with 12. And then I have a tie with period 4, Carmelo Mendez, and period 5 with Jody Reeder at 10. So good job, guys. Keep plugging away. This contest is going till Friday at the end of school. So people can still make this work. So shout out to all you people for doing the extra work, and I will give you an update tomorrow. Okay, let's go back to the lesson. I'm going to move my camera. Okay, let me adjust my camera. Oops. Okay, there we go. That's better. Let's adjust the focus. Okay, we're all focused up. You've got the update on the Mathia Challenge. So here we go. The first page we're going to work with is this. So I'll move my paper over. So here we go. Oh, let me zoom in on this for you. Okay. So here we go, dividing fractions. Okay, so here's my first one. So we are going to, when you're dividing fractions, you are going to keep this fraction. You're going to change this to multiplication, and you're going to flip this one, and then you're going to follow the regular rules for multiplying fractions, okay? So just so we keep it straight, we're going to put a little K here, a C here for change, and F that reminds us to flip it, okay? So we're going to rewrite this at 6/7. We're going to change this to multiplication, and we're going to flip this. So we're going to put the 7 on top, the 2 on the bottom. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is to see if we can cross cancel, because that's going to make the math a whole lot easier. So we're going to look at the numbers opposite each other and see if we can simplify those. So if we look at this, we have 7 can go into 7 once. So 7 goes into 7 once. And I'm going to put a 1 here and a 1 here. And 2 can go into 6. So 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. Now I have 3 and 1. So this is just normal multiplication of fractions. So I'm going to multiply numerators across. So I'm going to multiply my numerators, and I'm going to multiply my denominators across and see what my answer is. So 3 times 1 is 3, and 1 times 1 is 1, and I know that 3 over 1 is the same thing as 3. So my answer, final answer for number 1 is 3. Okay, let's look at 2. I've got 1/4 divided by 19/12. I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to keep this 1/4. I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put 12 on top, 19 on the bottom. Now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. I can't do anything with 1 and 19, but 4 does go into 12. So 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 12 3 times. So now I'm just going to do my regular multiplication. So 1 times 3 is 3, and 1 times 9 is 19. Okay, and now I see if I can simplify that. It is a proper fraction. And I can't do anything. I can't simplify this. There's no common factors involved. So final answer is 3/19. Okay, let's look at my next row. I have 2/5 divided by 7/9. I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. I'm going to rewrite 2/5. I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put 9 on top, 7 on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel anywhere. 2 doesn't go into 7, 5 doesn't go into 9. I can't do anything, so I'm just going to multiply straight across. 9 times 2 is 18. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, and 18, this is multiple of 5. That's an even number. This is an odd number. I have no common factors, so it is a proper fraction, because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So this is my final answer, 18/35. Okay, number 4. I have 5/3 divided by 3/8. I'm going to put my keep, change, flip so I don't forget it. I'm going to rewrite it, 5/3. I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put 8/3. Now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel anywhere. And 3 doesn't go into 5, 3 doesn't go into 8, so I'm just going to multiply straight across. 5 times 8 is 40, and 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, 40 is an even number, 9 is an odd number. I don't have any common factors. This is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so I'm just going to change this into a mixed number. And 9 goes into 44 times and has a remainder of 4. So this is my final answer, 4 4/9. Okay, number 5. Okay, I got 3/4 divided by 9/8. I'm going to put keep, change, flip. I'm going to rewrite. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put 8 on top, 9 on the bottom. I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 8 twice. Now 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 9 3 times. Now I'm going to multiply straight across. I have 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 3 is 3. That's an even number, that's an odd number. It is a proper fraction, so final answer is 2/3. Okay. Number 6, I have 12/18 divided by 7/9. Keep, change, flip. I'm going to rewrite. So 12, I'm going to keep this, 12/18. I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip and put my 9 on top, my 17 on the bottom. I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. I can't do anything with 12 and 17, but I can do something with 9 because 9 goes into 9 once, 9 goes into 18 twice. So now I have 12 times 1 is 12, and 17 times 2 is 34. Okay, it is a proper fraction, but I can simplify this because these are both even numbers, so I know I can divide it by 2. So if I take this and I divide the top and the bottom by 2, because whatever I do to the top I have to do to the bottom, 2 goes into 12 6 times. 2 goes into 34 17 times. Okay, it is a proper fraction. The numerator is smaller than the denominator, so this is my final answer. Okay, let's look at 7. I have 11/10 divided by 5/2. I'm going to put my keep, change, flip. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to put the 2 on top, 5 on the bottom. I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. I can't do anything with 11 and 5, but I can do something with 2 and 10. So 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 10 5 times. So now I'm going to multiply straight across, which I do when I multiply fractions. 11 times 1 is 11. 5 times 5 is 25. There are no common factors there. It is a proper fraction because the numerator is smaller. So this is my final answer. Okay, let's look at 8. 8 is 15/17 divided by 5/3. I'm going to put my keep, change, flip. I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to keep this one. Change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip, put the 3 on top, 5 on the bottom. Now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. I can't do anything with 3 and 17, but 5 does go into 15. So 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 15 3 times. Now I'm going to multiply across. 3 times 3 is 9, and 1 times 17 is 17. And I don't have any common factors there. It is a proper fraction. The numerator is smaller, so this is my final answer. Okay, let's look. The next situation that we might run into is where we have a mixed number. And when you're dividing mixed numbers, you have to change them back into an improper fraction so you can follow the same process. So let's show you what that looks like. Okay, so I have 1 3/4 divided by 7/8. The first thing I have to do is change this into an improper fraction. So the way I do that is I take 4 times 1, which is 4, plus 3, which is 7. So this now becomes 7/4 divided by 7/8. Okay, so now I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. I'm going to rewrite. I'm going to keep this as 7/4. I'm going to change this to multiplication, and I'm going to flip this. So I'm going to put 8 on top, and I'm going to put 7 on the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. Well, 7 goes into 7 once, 7 goes into 7 once. 4 can go into 8, so 4 goes into 4 once, and 4 goes into 8 twice. Now I'm going to multiply straight across. 1 times 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1, which is the same thing as 2. So my final answer is 2. Okay, let's look at number 2. I have 3 and 7/11 divided by 5/7. I'm going to first change this to an improper fraction. So 3 times 11 is 33, plus 7 makes 40/11 divided by 5/7. So now I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. I'm going to rewrite. I'm going to change this to keep that 40/11. Change that to multiplication, and I'm going to flip it and put 7/5 there. Okay, I can't do anything with 7/11. It doesn't go in there, but 5 does go into 40. So 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 40 8 times. Now I'm going to multiply straight across. So 8 times 7 is 56. 11 times 1 is 55. Okay, so I don't have any common factors. This is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger. So when I change it to a mixed number, I get 5 and 1/11. So 55 goes in that once, and I have a remainder of 1. So that's 5 and 1/11. Okay, I'm going to skip these two. Not just because they're a little bit harder to do with numbers, and plus save a little bit of time. So number 5, I have 5 and 1/3 divided by 6/19. I need to change this to an improper fraction. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, so that's 16/3 divided by 16/9. Now I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. So I'm going to rewrite. This is 16/3. Change this to multiplication. Flip this. This is 9/16. Now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. 16 goes into 16 once. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 9 3 times. So now I'm going to multiply straight across. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1, which is the same thing as 3. So final answer, my answer is 3. Okay, let's look at 6. I have 1 and 4/15 divided by 6/5. Okay, so the first thing I got to do is make this into an improper fraction. 15 times 1 is 15 plus 4, that's 19/15 divided by 6/5. Okay, now I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. So I'm going to rewrite this as 19/15, change this to multiplication, flip this, this is 5/6. Now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. I can't do anything with 6 and 19, but 5 and 15 work. So 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 15 3 times. Now I'm going to multiply straight across. So I get 19 times 1 is 19, 3 times 6 is 18. I have an improper fraction there. I don't have any common factors, so I'm going to have to change this to a mixed number. 18 goes into 19 once, and I have 1 left over, so that's 1 and 1/18. Final answer. Okay, so now number 7, we have 4.5 divided by 1/8. I got to change that to an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9, so that's 9/2 divided by 1/8. Now I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. So I'm going to rewrite this is 9/2. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip this, put the 8 on top, 1 on the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel because this will save me a lot of math. Okay, I can't do anything with 1 and 9. Okay, but I can do something with 2 and 8. So 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8 4 times. 9 times 4 is 36. 1 times 1 is 1, which is the same thing as 36. Final answer is 36. Okay, let's look at number 8, last one. I first have to change that to an improper fraction. 5 times 9 is 40. No, 5 times 9 is 45. 45, 46, 47, 40, that's 49. So that's 49/9 divided by 7/9. Now I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. So I'm going to rewrite. I'm going to make it 49/9. I'm going to change this to multiplication. I'm going to flip this, put the 9 on top, 7 on the bottom. Now I'm going to see if I can cross cancel. Okay, well 9 goes into 9 once, and 7 goes into 7 once, and 7 goes into 49 7 times. So now I'm going to multiply across. 7 times 1 is 7, and 1 times 1 is 1, which simplifies to 7. So final answer is 7. Okay, guys, pretty quick lesson, but that's how you divide mixed numbers and divide fractions. Okay, so I'm going to sign off right now. I just want you guys to keep working. We have 33 days to the STAR test, you know, and it's not going to be a big deal because we're just going to be prepared and we're going to do a lot of problems and you're going to feel comfortable with it and it's going to be okay. So the lesson I'm going to do tomorrow is on exponents. So I will do a lesson on exponents tomorrow, and I will also give you an update at the end of the day who the winners are this week, first, second, and third for our Mathia Challenge. And if you remember, if the top 3 people, I will give a $25 gift card, and we'll go from there. And guess what? I'm going to do it again next week. Okay, so our last and next week is Easter week, so there's no school on Friday, but I'll do it again on next week. How's that? Okay, well, you guys I'm signing off. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and you take care. Talk to you later. Bye.